good old boy down in Texas, John Beautiful, that's his name. Heard him say, are you shitting me? Lord, and I feel just the same. He speaks his mind about that asinine asshole in our house. Yeah, John Beautiful, he likes to call it out. Yes, he does. Well, there's a blue dot down in Texas, that Texas heaven knew. There's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
How y'all doing? Oh, baby. It is Thursday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Oh, shit, I got to get my mouse situated here because I've got to back up. Showtime's whiz. Well, of course, Showtime was the first one to jump in on Periscope, baby. Man's quick on the trigger. Aaron Trimble, thank you very much for being here. Stephanie Dean, and is it January 20th yet? No, not yet, Jay. We still got a ways to go, buddy. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall's here. Tim Kinnan, Randy Peterson. Woo, pig. I got your phone number right there, buddy. I was fixing to call you today and then got sidetracked. Michael James, I heard from you today, buddy. I appreciate it. Mega Wet Willie is with us. The Remixtress. Showtime. Oh, I've got that one. Deborah Harris. Debbie Marie. I'm sorry. Teresa Diggum, our artist. Dizzy Duke is with us. Martha Oliveira, Bernadette Pree is with us, Sue Bingle, Tammy Ames, Nana Lovely, darling, how are you doing? Dolores Grant, Sherry P., Irish Giselle, Linda Douglas, Jean Shankly, Karen Van White, Gary Spring, all the way from Canada. Lord have mercy, I got to catch up here. It flies by, baby. Diana Mallory is with us, Bequeather of the Gong, thank you very much. Ray Reyes is with us. Uh-oh, why is that doing that shit? Okay. Anyway. It is Thursday, baby. It is Thursday. And, hey, before we get started here, yes, I did hear from Michael James today because I got a birthday, not a birthday, well, sort of a birthday card. It's a Christmas card from Michael James, and I love the card. It's right there, and it says, Jesus Christ, close the door. Were you born in a barn? Yeah. Anyway. It says to John Marsh and the entire Blue Dot Britivo tribe, in hopes of an excellent finish to an incredibly horrific year, may the next trip around the sun bring us all health, happiness, and bounty. Pass the salad, he says. And season's greeting, Michael James. Michael James, thank you very much, bub. I appreciate it. I'm going to put that right there with my other Christmas card because we're going to start hanging those up pretty soon. Anyway, baby, it is Thursday, and we're not done yet. No, we ain't there yet. The Mango Mussolini is still trying to cry that he is the king and that he's not too happy with William Barr there coming out and saying there was no... That's not what's on my mind. What's on my mind is Michael Flynn, the disgraced general who pled guilty to the FBI, was sentenced, and then Donnie came along with a pardon and pardoned him out. Mike Flynn took out an ad in the newspaper up there in Washington, I think it was, in D.C., wherever the hell it was, calling for an insurrection, baby, calling for the president to suspend the Constitution, institute martial law, and have a do-over on the election, looked over by our military. Can we say treason? Suspend the Constitution? This is a general, as crappy as he was, as disgraced as he is, you got to remember, the guy took a QAnon oath. Remember him standing in front of the fireplace there, in front of the outside fire, holding up his hand with his wife and a whole bunch of other buddies. Where we go, one we go. Are you shitting me? You little disgusting turd. You should never pull that freaking uniform out of your closet ever again. You don't deserve to have it. It should be stripped of you. He's a disgusting traitor to this country, calling for armed insurrection. Now, if we had a Department of Justice that was worth a shit, they would arrest him. What was that bar called it? Yeah, sedition. Seeking to overthrow the country, the government. Isn't that what you're calling for, Flynn? An overthrow? Suspend the Constitution, throw it out the door. Where's all these Republicans who swore and be damned all their life they love the Constitution? These are the people the Republican Party had become. There's not an honorable man amongst them. They've all fallen on their sword for Donnie. It's disgusting. And that's what was on my mind today. Just the utter disgust of an Army general. As disgraced as he already was, calling to do away with the Constitution. The oath that he took first to uphold and defend. But oaths, they don't mean a whole lot to Michael Flynn. No, baby, Boy Scout oath, Cub Scout oath, the military oath, the oath of office, the QAnon oath, it doesn't matter. Give him an oath. Raise your hand there, Mike. Swear to be damned over all of whatever you freaking believe today. Anyway, it rather pissed me off. Benjamin Stroud, how's everything up in Kansas, my friend?
Not too bad, buddy.
Good. Y'all holding down the fort up there?
Yeah, it was had a crazy weather today. It was raining, then it was snowing, and then the sun came out.
Wow. Oh, there you go. 3 seasons in one day. Can't beat that shit. Yeah. Well, glad to have you, brother. And our own Bernadette Pre, baby, how are you?
I'm fine, John. How are you?
I am doing fine.
Flynn. Okay, I only got one thing to say about Flynn.
What do you got to say about Flynn?
Well, that motherfucker lied.
No shit. I thought you.
Okay, so why should I believe anything that comes out of his mouth? And what right would the old impeached one have to invoke martial law?
For what reason?
Purpose?
Yeah. Do you see any massive mobs in the street? Do you see the whole country? No.
He's got a wall around the White House. Ain't nobody trying to hurt him.
Yeah. There's a reason. He wants to shut down the media. Flynn said
Flynn
shut down all. Yes, Flynn.
Here's what Flynn should do. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, you asshole. You have disgraced yourself amongst mighty disgraceful people, and you seem to be standing out, buddy. I'm telling you. Anyway, Bernadette, glad you're here. And
Me too.
Blue Dot Hank, all the way from the Netherlands, buddy. I assume I assume the fleet is still offshore.
We are
sure that
we are offshore and we are ready to intervene when this Flynn nutcase goes any further.
Yes, he is a nutcase.
Apparently the nutfucker today came up with a story about American soldiers dying on German soil because they attacked the CIA outpost, which was busy making the election fraudulent. I mean, the guy should be in a straitjacket.
Yeah. He needs to be somewhere. He needs to be in prison. He needs to be charged again. I'm serious. Sedition. He's inciting and
he's not
overthrow the government.
That's for sure.
No, he's a disgusting piece of
Boreas
shit.
was a proper general.
Only the best.
Only the best. Yeah. Anyway. Hank, thank you for being
here. And how
here.
have you been?
I'm doing fine, doing great. Hold it on there, bud. Every damn day.
If I speak a little bit strange, that's because last Monday I had a broken off root in my front tooth.
Oh
front
shit!
Tooth removed.
Ouch! That hurt.
Yeah, it was fun. A little.
Well, if I sound funny, I wouldn't know why.
Squirrel.
I know why.
Hey, badass, how you doing?
Hey, John, how are you?
I'm doing fine, David. And how is Sally?
Oh, she's doing fine. She's doing well.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Not the beard though, right?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
that's for you.
I was
You
getting
get to cut the
getting
beard.
nervous there for a minute, Dave.
No, that's yours.
That's ours, buddy. Are you going to shave on the 20th?
No.
You're going to keep yours.
No.
You're going to leave me out here hanging in the breeze by myself.
I cut my hair off. And
I seen Sally fixing to give you a haircut there. That was pretty neat.
yeah, and it's just you need a change in life,
Yeah, you do. Well, you moved
Same.
all the way from the West Coast all the way to Chicago, Illinois. That wasn't enough change there, brother?
Yeah. It was good change.
I'm glad to hear that.
That was good change.
I'm glad you're here, David. Nice to hear your voice, brother. Anyway, Johnny Fly, up in Pennsylvania, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. You're about the
I'm
fourth
always
person to
doing
ask me
great.
that in the last few minutes. How you doing, John? I'm doing good.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a force of habit, John. What can I say?
What can we say? So I can assume that you're just as handsome as ever, and life is going well for you.
Well, yeah. I know. If we were doing live camera, you'd be able to see that for yourself.
I know,
but,
and that's how come we don't, because you'd outshine me, and I'd be sitting over here looking like a wallflower.
Well, hey, do me a favor.
What?
When you cut that beard off of yours, send it up here. I can put it on top of my head.
Yeah, no shit. I was thinking about the transplant myself. Just cut a little here, paste it there. It's cut and paste. I understand. It's real easy to do. Just click and drag and drop, I think. Drag and drop is what it is. Anyway, Johnny Fly, I'm glad you're here. And T.W. Travis, lone cowboy out in Colorado. How you doing, my friend?
We're doing all right.
Mork, I assume, is part of that we?
Yes.
Good. Mork.
I was watching the nice stuff on the news today, and looks like Ivanka Trump is deposed now.
Yes, she has been deposed. She's done put it on record. What she's got to say is now, solid on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how much of that shit holds true.
And then we have to look forward to Giuliani farting.
Oh no! Don't tell me I missed a match. Did I miss something?
No.
Yes, you did.
In the main discussion.
Oh no! Oh no! Please,
Yes.
pray tell.
That was the one I posted.
Rudy Giuliani farted during what? During the court thing that he was in?
During his little
Yeah.
Yep,
As if the dripping.
I put it on there. You'll have to take a look at it. It's
You
funnier than hell.
shitting me.
That's what you know. What?
He's gonna have to get a diaper
It was-
like Donnie.
It was kind of funny because the other lawyer looked at him and then looked away like, can't believe he just did that.
It's been verified. Ardissa just let us know he farted in court. Are you
He
shit?
didn't blame it on anyone else.
He didn't
No,
point to
he didn't
somebody.
blame it. He didn't even ask anybody to pull his finger.
Are you shitting me? How much? I mean, we
John,
got
sense of
everything from
humor.
toilet paper on the bottom of the shoe to hair farting to. Well, Trump's taken a shit several times. I think it's been.
Yeah.
It's been recorded.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's not.
If I tell you what, if old Pumpkin Tits wants,
Pumpkin tits.
if old
That's
Pumpkin
right. That's the guy.
Oh, there you guys got it going on. I knew somebody was gonna say it.
Hey, just waiting for it.
Yeah. Well, guess what's going to happen? If he wants to declare martial law over this election, then he will see chaos in the streets if he does that.
The White House will burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn to the ground.
Hey, you have to admit though that the Republican Party has diversity. One farts, and what's the other one? Walks the
Yeah,
toilet
they all
paper on
smell
the
it up.
street.
They all sniff it like it's cocaine.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I've lost
Yeah,
everything I've
John.
ever had for the Republican Party. Yes,
John, you know how you've been to a family Christmas or Thanksgiving. You got
I
old
have
Uncle
indeed. It's been a
Julie
long time.
sitting
but
at the end of
sure.
the table, and they just eat and they fart right at the table, and they just go on because
Go on
it's so
about their
natural.
business.
They're used to being by themselves
Okay.
all
Yeah.
the time. It's to fart at the dinner table or to fart in court.
In court.
It's no big deal. Old Uncle
Do it all the
Rudy
time.
is just
Don't worry about it, son.
old Uncle Rudy. He stinks.
Shit.
Hey,
much
that,
was
that
insane.
happened one time when I was
missed
in
it.
high school.
I missed it. I
That's
When
the
didn't.
I was
great
in-
pumpkin tits attorney.
When I
Hair
was
dye
in high
running down-
school,
Jesus.
John.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Well, John, when I was in high school years ago, I'll never forget this.
Fart.
We had this what they call study halls, where the
Oh,
last
yeah, I
period
remember
of the
study
day,
hall. Sure.
and they had this divider going down the middle because they had the two classes into one, but they put the divider down. And I'll never forget there was this one girl there, me and her. Oh my God, I used to love to get her laughing and stuff. Well, anyway, it was dead quiet, and somebody let one rip on the other side of the partition. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me. Well, we both cracked up laughing. Oh my God! I
Oh,
mean,
I had a friend of mine did it at auditorium during a talent show. The school was having it, and in between the applause for the last act, and the room fell dead silent, and he let one rip. We're standing up in the back of the back by the back of the chairs and all that. He turned around and looked at me. Oh, you dog, you son of a bitch. He did. He turned around and looked at me. No. I was pointing at him. You asshole, not me. Oh, how entertaining a fart can be. You know,
I'm
I'm
telling
sure
you.
everybody there in court got a
This
nice
is how
smile.
far.
Yes.
This is how far Rudy's head is stuck up Trump's ass. When Trump farts, it comes out of
Comes
Rudy's
out
ass.
Rudy's ass. Sort of like that. What is that? The human centipede thing. That's what
Oh,
Donnie's
please
got
don't
going
put
on.
that imagery
That's,
in my
that's
mind.
what it seems like the whole
please.
Republican Party is. Got their lips
Did Travis
sewn
find it
to
on?
Donnie's
Did Travis
ass.
find it on the internet?
What?
Mm.
What's that?
Did he find it on the internet?
Did you find it on the
What,
internet?
the fart?
Yeah, find the fart.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through my phone right now to try to
Giuliani
find
fart.
the actual moment, but they're showing like 10
Just go
minutes.
to the main discussion and look under there and pull it up. It's under there. I put it up.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Wait,
he's
I
doing
gotta
that.
know, what beach are you on today, Travis? Have I been there?
I don't fucking know, but it's great, isn't it?
Said Alexa.
It's pretty nice.
It's Alexa
I'm just
farty.
saying, like, I just kind of woke up here. I was in my nice force Tuesday.
Ah,
Had a 24-hour sleep, and
He's
then
at the beach.
Dad wakes me up saying we're getting
Yeah,
ready to
shit.
go.
it's
So
at the beach.
Dude, that's
Some
a
beach.
nice beach you got going on there,
No
Trav.
shit.
the weather's pretty nice too. I mean,
Yeah.
the water though is oddly
Great.
still, so I'm a little
How come
concerned
it
with
seems
that.
a little darker out the door here and a whole lot lighter where you're at?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just saying you'd be enjoying a nice cold one here.
I would be.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Looks like Padre Island, as a matter of fact. Anyway, Claudia Garcia donated $7 through Super Chat and said, "Love you, John." Claudia, baby, I love you back. We love you back. Thank you for being here, and thank you for that. And Karen Van Wyck donated $5 and said the orange fuck weasel needs to be thrown out on his ass. I think that pretty well sums it up for all of us. The orange fuck weasel.
The more and more, I know that they should have done this a long time ago, but one of these days they're just going to have to look at each other and say, "All right, fuck it, 25th Amendment."
Well, they should have already. They should have
Yes.
already.
Not happening.
No, it's not going to happen because there's nobody on that side that has any balls. That
No.
doesn't. They don't. They're not taking this. You want to say they're not taking it serious, but they know. They're just
They're not
allowing
taking
it to
serious.
happen
They're
because
not
it
taking a
benefits
damn
them.
thing. They think that basically he, with all of his little dealings and all of this, let's see, an investigation now into pardons that he was bribed. It's just a holy shit show.
Pardon?
Yeah, the
Did you
problem
say
is, John,
pardon?
there's-
They're writing this shit out, man. They are writing this
you
shit
heard
out
about
just
the
like
pardons,
everybody else.
haven't you? You've heard about the pardons, and now they're investigating because now they think that he's been paid off for pardons.
They've said that ever since the election. After the election, they've been having meetings in the White House about pardons. Who's going to get a pardon? How much can you pay for a pardon? Easy payment plan, like I said, $50,000 down, $50,000 a month for 50 years. You
Yeah, I
want
got
a
a
pardon,
question for you
baby.
guys.
What's that?
I got a really good joke for you guys. You ready?
All right, Ben. What's your joke? What you got?
To make a Democrat mad, tell him a lie. To make a Trumpster mad, make him tell the truth.
Yeah, make them tell the truth. They don't know the truth. And what's that line? They can't handle the truth. The truth is that they have abdicated their whole responsibility. Everything that the Republican Party ever stood for is out the window now.
Ago.
Yeah, long time ago. When they watched this man come in, when they all fell on their knees and started giving him Well, anyway.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, one of them.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hell, he's been talking about a pardon for Flynn's fucking ass since Flynn got busted in the first damn place. That was 4 years ago.
Because he has to protect his ass. Because Flynn, I think, knows a hell of a lot more than what he's just been charged.
Now, do you think that they're really going to fire Barr? Because if they fire Barr, Barr may just say, Donnie, I got all the tricks and all the things. Guess what? Your ass is in deep shit.
It can't. What do we got? 7 weeks left, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would indict himself.
But you know what? I think they ought to relook at the pardon laws. They should revamp that shit because it's so obvious that Trump's taking advantage of it.
You're given a pardon for future offenses. I don't know how that works.
See, they basically said, Kushner said basically, if he pardoned himself right now, that's going to get them off of their shit right now. But anything else they do, because they're going to be filing taxes and things like that, that's going to nail them. The state's going to nail them. All this shit's still going to nail them. So I don't know.
Did anyone of you see the tweet by Dan Rather today? He said the White House has become really polite. Everybody's saying, pardon me, pardon.
Yeah, it's becoming so polite. Everybody, pardon me. Please pardon me. I'll pay you to pardon me. Everybody gets a pardon. That's what Renee Price said. Like Upper said, you get a pardon, you get a problem. Everybody gets up. Look under your seat. There's probably a pardon already.
Is there a golden ticket underneath your seat?
Yeah. These presidential pardons only protect them from federal charges, but they don't protect them from state charges.
Not from state charges.
And they don't protect him from future charges either.
Well, that's what I don't understand. This if you're going to get a pardon, one that implies that you have committed a crime that you need a pardon for.
Donnie, you said that you didn't never break the law.
Oh, Travis is trying to get the fart loaded. Eat some more beans. You look, it'll work out. Don't worry.
Yeah, then everybody just look at you, John.
Damn it.
Haven't you ever heard that song, Travis? Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat beans at every meal.
There you go.
Amen.
I believe I've heard that song before. Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong and secret squirrels, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, drippy head farts pumpkin tits and potted plant draw flies. 48 more days, this shit show. 48 more days, I stand corrected. Thank you, Diana Mallory. Crappy head farts, pumpkin tits, and potted plant draw flies. That would be Pence, I would imagine. It's pitiful that our country has to suffer through this shit. 7 more weeks.
That's why I've been watching the Splitting Image. That at least it's funny and it's hilarious, and you see the shit going on. And
Splitting Image is brilliant. It was.
Did y'all see the 46-minute video that he put out?
Yeah. Can I get my 46 minutes back?
Yeah, never again. That's lost time.
What a fucktard.
Yeah, you got it right, Hank. What a fucktard. Even after everything, after what is that?
Did you end up watching all of it?
Well, I skipped through parts of it because you start rambling on about.
Because the moment I saw it was 45 minutes, I said, "No thanks, I'm not watching
45 minutes. I skip a little bit, listen, and skip a little bit, listen, and you shitting me.
Yeah. I actually watched the whole thing. I want my 45 minutes back, please.
And that's after Stella down in
TW. You should have known better. You can't get your 45 minutes back. You should have known better before you dedicated that much time, my friend.
I can tell you what. The next time he's on and he says, "Oh, we could hold the proof card," I'm going to go. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just...
That was the crying party. That was what that was. A wow party.
I just think of it in perspective of the fact that the day before, Stellar down in Georgia had called out the Republican Party for their lack of courage to stand up and tell him to stand down, to knock this shit off. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get shot. Somebody's going to get killed. That's his words.
And what does he do? Put a tweet out.
He puts a 46-minute video out saying that he declares himself the winner of the election and all this shit. There's just no...
John.
Yes, ma'am?
He needs to go to Georgia and make that statement.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when he gets down there, if he's down there campaigning for those 2 Republican senators, he will make it all about him. And how he won this election.
Yep.
That will be the best thing that happened for
and
those 2
the idea of these
Democrat
idiots
senators down there.
not voting down there is catching on. Go team, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
why
let's
would
get those Democrats in there.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right. He's going to go down to Georgia, and what is he going to say? You know, he's on this constant kick of the rigged election. He really won, and all this. And then what? He's supposed to turn around and vote for these guys? Are you shitting me? Why would they go vote? You just told us. You know, he's shooting the Republican Party.
Just another means, so we have to pay another $3 million to send his ass somewhere.
It's disgusting, and now he's threatening to hold up the military budget because he can't get his way because he wants to sue Twitter. Everything that this man has done.
The man is throwing a gigantic meltdown temper tantrum.
Right here in
give him his rattle, give him his blankie, and go put him in a corner.
We all wish it was that easy. But this man is the president of the United States and continues to be for the next 48 days. You know, the worst I fear is he's going to get us in a war before he walks out the door, and I'm not sure he's not doing that. Right now, he is in the process of purging the government and firing a shitload of career government employees. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired. Trying to strip it down, baby. To what end?
He's trying. He thinks that he's going to try a coup, and I think that's
exactly what they're trying to do with Flynn.
And I hope that our military looks at him and goes, "Cut his fucking head off. Let's just get rid of him."
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Look,
this is enough
Yeah,
of
I
this
just
crap.
hope they take him out of the White House before he has to go.
Before he has a chance to
I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen here soon.
It doesn't matter about the pardons. The purpose of the pardons, just like everything else that he has done since this election happened, everything that this man is doing is to tie shit up in the courts. It doesn't matter whether it gets found legal or illegal or whatever. That is not what he's after. Everything, the issuing of the pardons, the making the statements that he did, the declaring martial law, all of it is illegal. He cannot do that shit. And the only thing his goal is to tie shit up in the courts.
Screw it up as much as he can before he walks out the door.
Wisconsin again.
Because whatever he ties up in court may or may not be decided in his favor, depending on how far it goes. That's not the point. The point is to strictly tie it up in that includes his fucklings that he calls children. Okay, if they're tied up in court, whether they're pardoned or not. Okay, but just the thought of issuing them a pardon before they're even found guilty or charged with anything, as if he can do that, because he can't do that. They haven't been charged. And to accept a pardon means you admit some sort of guilt that you need to be pardoned for.
That's right. It insinuates that you committed a crime.
And they're going to look at that. They're going to look at that and say, okay, why did he do this in the first place? No, we're throwing it out. Hell with it.
But who's
it doesn't matter if they throw it out or not. The intent is to tie it up there in the first place.
The thing about it being tied up in court
and his children the opportunity to continue raising the kinds of funds. In 30 days, this man has raised $170 million.
It hasn't been proved that it's wrong.
$160 million out.
Well, that's his job, to rob.
And that's all he cares about. Is how much he can siphon off before he walks out the door, burning the house down.
And that's what he's trying to do.
He's only in for the money.
The Supreme Court, they can still throw that out anyway. They don't even have to listen to it, right?
It doesn't matter whether they throw it out. That's not the point. The point is to get it in the courts. It's the tying it up in the first place.
Yeah. As long as something is in court, it hasn't been proven untrue. It's a rigged election. Prove it ain't so. Well, we're tied up in court. We still have a court case going on. Somewhere there will always be a court case going on, so he can.
I actually did get a kick out of it though when they were talking about it on the news today, because they were saying, he lost his thing in Wisconsin and all this, and they said, what would have been the smarter thing to do, like normal people would have started it off in the middle, the tinier courts and made it go higher. But no, he had to go to Supreme Court because he had to fight it right away. So Supreme Court looked at it and went, fuck it, and threw it out.
Right now.
Yeah, and he keeps getting laughed out of court, after court after court. And that's not the purpose of doing this in the first place. The purpose is to drag it out. Because as long as he's dragging it out, he's telling those people that voted for him to give him money.
But at a certain time, they're going to have to just say, okay, we've had enough of this. We're done.
Well, you think
they're not gonna keep going on.
It's gonna take a while for that to happen. With people like Michael Flynn coming out and speaking the way he is, that gives credibility. Michael Flynn, look at there, a general in the Army. He's telling this. He wouldn't tell us wrong. Bullshit. The man's lying through his freaking teeth and trying to overthrow the government. But there are plenty of people out there.
I don't feel like Flynn has any credibility.
He doesn't. Not to us.
Check this out. Flynn's case has been in court since this man took his presidency. Since 2017. Exactly. That's 4 fucking years.
Everything
years
gets
is going on.
He has no credibility.
Been in court.
Yep.
He hadn't even been sentenced yet.
This whole administration, the whole 4 years, has been caught up. Tied up in court, like everything Donald Trump has ever done in his freaking life.
He does.
Everything, every project, every construction job, everything he's ever been involved in had to do with a whole lot of court cases.
In court. If you guys think about it, Donnie's been in court since
all his life
started.
Let me catch up here. Mega Wet Willie donated $5 and said Pinocchio came out of a lying contest crying. Jiminy Cricket asked what happened, and he said that he came in second to some guy named Donald Trump. No shit. We got the biggest clown of all. Gary Springs sent down $2 bucks all the way from Canada and said, Rudy, go boom off to the farts. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to have to go check that out, man. I feel like I missed out on something. And Benjamin Stroud donated $5 through Super Chat and said, a pardon now puts them above the law for the next 7 weeks or so. No one is above the law. A person now puts them above the law. A free ride ticket. Fuck Trump. Pence too.
John.
I think fuck Trump. Pence too.
John, we got to get you some binoculars or something.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yes.
John.
Yes.
Could you hold up the Trump statue next to you to the camera for a second?
Yeah.
Could you hold up the Trump statue next to you in front of the camera for a second?
This one?
Oh, is that the one that's got his thing up his ass?
Yeah. Donnie, wait a minute. It's not complete without this. There you go. That's where I stick the. There you go. God. Oh, that's bad. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Hey, John, that FTPT at the end was abbreviated for fuck Trump pumpkin tits.
Fuck Trump. Oh, there you go. Silly me. I should have thought. I thought it said Pence too. Anyway, pumpkin tits. Yeah. Bonnie Madrigal donated $5 through Super Chat and said 47 days, 6 hours, 16 hours, 54 minutes left. But who's counting? All of us. All of us. Bonnie, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it tremendously. It keeps the lights on, baby. We appreciate it tremendously. Yes. Court, baby.
Hey, I heard that Biden said he's encouraging Trump to attend the inauguration. He said it would show that the continuance of government. I could care less if he shows up. I wish he wouldn't show up.
He's not. He's not going to show up.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to either.
The Republican Party is trying to get him to go for the benefit of keeping the illusion that we have a smooth transition.
This shit is working.
Well,
yeah.
Well, see, I think that he's going to be, if he doesn't try to or he doesn't get arrested by the end of the day, he will probably be down in Mar-a-Lago shitting peach pits because he knows that his ass is going to jail.
We all want that. We all want him to go to jail, but again, that's going to take a while because everything that he's going to be charged with is going to be tied up in court forever. He'll fight it forever. It's sort of like telling your buddy when you owe your buddy $100, and you say, "Gee, I'd rather owe it to you for the rest of my life than cheat you out of it." That's something. Anyway, squirrel.
Well, I'm watching CNN now. They're saying there's record deaths in the United States while Trump is crying over the what is it over there?
He did that 46-minute video and not a word about coronavirus. Yes, the death rate is going off the charts. Going off the charts now, and this man, don't forget the Congress, the Senate. No, they're not doing shit either. Nobody in this administration has done anything ever since they got that first deal worked through. They all got their big payday. Out. Screw everybody.
They came out and talked today about hopefully they're going to stay during the
Republican proposal right now does not include any stimulus for the American people.
Well, I'm not
nothing. Tough shit, baby. Suck it up.
They give the fuck less of us.
This is being held up by millionaires.
Millionaires.
Not a one of them have to worry about groceries on their table or if the lights are going to be kept on.
But you know what, John? The thing that kills me is the people still vote these Republican assholes in that are diehards.
Sure.
Despite the fact
they
that
wave the flag.
Kentucky, how do you like it now?
Yeah. That's just fucking.
They wave the flag, wave the Bible at them, and this is it. And then America, you got to admit to yourself, no matter what your internal thoughts are in public, you better love the flag, and you better say you're a Christian. If you ain't a Christian, just do you believe in God? Well, yes, I do. Everybody answers that question. Whether they do or not is irrelevant. Because
John,
just because you claim it doesn't make it so. Huh?
Right. They're showing us how to be a Christian.
I don't think so.
By screwing everybody over. I know. I'm saying that's sarcastically.
It's just I don't like to rag on religion because I have a lot of people that I know are very religious. I just don't believe them anymore. I just don't. I don't. I see people that do Christian things all day long.
What it really is, when you think about it, it's someone who claims that they are a Christian, which is held into a standard of which is rather high.
Well, that's the first hint.
And the thing
I don't believe you.
Well, if you support someone like Trump, there's a lot of people of faith, including in our Blue Dot family, that don't follow that.
I see more people doing out of the kindness of their heart than being a Christian.
Yeah. It's your works, it's your life, it's how you treat people, it's what you say out of your mouth, what you do.
Yeah,
that's what makes you a Christian.
I see more people doing things for people out of the kindness of their heart more than just saying, I'm a Christian and I got to do this. No. I see more people doing it out of the kindness of their heart.
Well, you know what?
Just because of this.
A true Christian John will actually speak with their life. They don't have to put Jesus lapel pins on their lapels or anything else, or on their bump, their car. You don't need to do that. Just live your life.
Yeah, exactly.
But they gotta have $52 million aeroplane.
We got mail today in our mailbox. It was addressed to current resident at my address, but it was a handwritten letter, and the return address, local address here in Robstown and everything. And I said, wow. Current resident, somebody hand wrote this, so let me open it up, and it was a letter.
It was not handwritten. It just looked handwritten. I could tell it was print.
That was printed?
Yeah, just used a font that looked like handwritten.
I got one of those, John.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, ain't I behind times? Shit. Well, anyway, it was all in Spanish, so I couldn't read it anyway.
Yeah, Rose had to read it.
But I did see the words. What is that? Church of Latter-day Saints, whatever it is. It's Mormons. Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, no, it was the Jehovah's Witnesses. They can't knock on your door, so they're going to send you a letter.
Yeah.
Got to get you in there, baby. Which I don't understand because only a limited number. Why would you want to go out and recruit more people? It might bump your ass down the list. You might not get in.
Right.
Because somebody you might recruited is better than you. So up the ladder they go, and your ass stuck down there. I don't get it.
Yeah, but see that right there.
John, you'd probably be the 145,000, and they only need 144,000. So you're out of luck.
Yeah, they call that in the Navy pass but not advance. PNA.
But see, that right there though is my biggest issue, and I'm just gonna say this up because me and Rose had a long conversation about that. You know, as long as you're doing you and you're not hurting anybody, great, that's fine. I mean, I've made that clear on the show many times. But what I don't like is the idea of religion, for example, and especially with this in particular conversation in regards to Trump and people who follow Trump. I don't like how it's used as a tool, not only to spread hate and discontent and anger and phobia and all this other shit, but they use it because they make you feel like you need it in your life. And that's why I'm really impressed, especially with my friend circle who are Christian, who don't feel the urge to go to church. They have this interconnection that they have with God or Jesus or whoever they follow, and that's it. That's their, that, you know, that brings light into their life, and I feel like that's the way it should be. And anywhere else, I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't give a shit how you go about it, you know? But to say that it's the Christians that are doing this, I don't like lumping the Christians in there. It's just
because they're good Christian people that follow their faith and do good works all the time. And I just, in my opinion,
don't ask for things.
No.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, if you say I'm a Christian and I support Donald Trump, only one of those statements is true.
One of those statements is true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I just don't see
at least
how you
following
could do that.
the idea of what Christianity is supposed to be. And there's you know, I'm not going to sit here and nitpick the Bible and all the quote unquote shit, because that's not, I don't care, because Bible was written by man. Everything's made up by man at some point or another or whatever. I don't care. Again, it's about, you know, just how you treat other people. And what I don't like is things like, well, you know, I look at things like, what is it? The reason, shit. It's a conversation worth having. Selena, was she Jehovah's Witness too, or was she,
who?
Selena. The reason why she
Selena.
died, because she couldn't get a blood transfusion because of her religious beliefs.
Yeah,
that's where
they don't believe in transfusions.
Yeah, and that's where. Yeah, and that gets dangerous. That just gets dangerous.
Those are the kind of cases I really worry about, because you'll see them occasionally in the news where some child is sick, and
then they won't do it because of their religion.
Doctors work on it because of their religion.
Yeah.
You know,
so see, that's where my line starts to get drawn. It's like, okay, you're hurting people by doing this, even if you think you're doing the right thing.
They do the same thing, and I think it's there's another religion that does that too, where they don't. You know, if their kids are sick, they just basically pray over them and think, oh, okay, that's going to work.
And
that's
dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just putting your child's life dependent upon your faith, not the child's faith.
Yep.
It's your faith that's being tested there. I don't know.
You can be.
I don't. You know, I always caveat everything about religion with the thought that I know people who are Christians who have that sense of peace about them that I wish I had.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, I'm always in the back of my head, what if you're wrong? But again, I always state my case. If I am wrong, he's got me on the blasphemy thing. Okay, I can't argue that. It's in the book.
What gets me about this whole thing is that
I stand on pretty good ground, except for a couple of.
What gets me about this, though, John, is the whole thing about the Republicans. They think that their way of being a Christian is being a Christian when it's not. It's actually being a devil worshiper.
Well, you know, being a Christian, you know, the whole word Christian. I don't know. Like I said, it's your acts. It's how you act, how you treat other people. And what I see coming out of most of these people that support Trump is not Christian beliefs.
This is the way I feel about it. I feel about it as, okay, if you're a true person and stuff like that, and you're doing good for the world, fine. Yeah. But if you're just throwing that out there because you want money,
it gets you something.
You want this, you want that, or you're just saying, oh, you know, you have to be this.
Oh Lord,
no, that's wrong. That is totally wrong.
Hey, Mercy.
Okay, let me butt in here for a second, because of course I'm an ancient historian.
Of course.
And the problem is that with Christianity is that present-day Christianity is nothing compared to the original doctrine and ideas of the Rabbi Yeshu Bar Yosef, the son of Joseph, who lived in the 1st century AD. So you have to look at the New Testament in the light of the powder keg that was Judea in the 1st century AD. If you do not understand the political, economical, and social structure of 1st century Judea, you cannot explain the New Testament, you cannot explain the Bible, and you sure as hell cannot explain the Judaism of that era and what Jesus Christ wanted with that Judaism, and the examples that he took from the Torah, which basically is the Old Testament for Christians.
Yeah, the first 5 books of the Bible.
So whatever the man might have done or not done in the wonder department, it doesn't really matter. What the guy wanted was to change Judaism as a religion. He wanted to get these rich people out of the temple. He has a rant that lasts 3 pages, I think, in the New Testament, against these hypocritical rich people paying the temple tax, going into the temple, praying while they can just as well pray at home, because most of the temple tax in 1st century Judea went to the Pharisees and the priests, and they gave a lot of that to the Romans, because the Romans decided when worship was done and how worship was done.
Yes.
Of course, they were not allowed on the temple grounds. They were only allowed on the corridor above. But they controlled everything, and they had the head priest in their pocket. And that's the thing that Jesus of Nazareth agitates against. And it's in part why he was crucified. But he was crucified for sedition, for pretending to be a king, while Tiberius, Tiberius was the emperor. And that's the problem, you know. And these Christians of today, they don't understand that. They don't see it. They don't know about it, and they sure as hell are not Christian.
Sharon Osbourne says it pretty good. Jesus was a revolutionary. Jesus came along and kicked the can over and said, "This ain't the right
Jesus would not be able to make his way in the Republican Party at all.
Jesus would not be accepted into any church in the United States hardly if they didn't know he was Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate getting into the deep parts of religion because I don't like to judge anybody else's. Everybody has a right to their belief and the right to their God. It was what our country was founded on, not the freedom.
But it should never be bought into politics. That's the only
separation of church and state is essential for a free
Let me give you a small
democratic
example.
society.
If you, as an American Christian, walk down the street and you see a homeless person and you do not feed him and you do not take him home to give him a bath and you do not welcome him in your home as a guest, then you are not a Christian because you're not adhering to the teachings of Jesus.
Yes.
It's that simple.
That's exactly
and these American rich buggers
feed the poor and clothe.
Don't understand that.
Yes. They said leave a quarter of your field for the hungry.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, I knew. Years ago,
really?
I knew a guy.
Nowadays they try to barter that.
Now it's how much you going to pay me so you get your stimulus package.
Well, when you get to looking at people like Betsy DeVos with how many yachts she got, I keep forgetting this. Yeah. 7, 8, 9.
7.
I don't know. Where is her Christianity? Where is her morality lay? It's not with helping the poor. It's not for
helping the school students.
No, it's about getting another freaking yacht. And that's the same way Donnie is and a lot of these.
Yeah, but the thing is, what you can tell about her, definitely. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, right? But what I am getting at with that regard is you don't need to just have her Christianity beliefs signify how much of an asshole she is. That's just the icing on top of the cake, of which is like, oh, you're that kind of asshole, right? It's like, oh, you're not only an asshole, but you're an asshole who claims they're not an asshole because they're Christian.
An asshole.
Well, she's definitely an asshole. and one of the many that I'm really excited to see getting the fuck out, and hopefully we'll never hear from.
I think Diana 420's got it right.
What's that?
She said, I'm going to have a nice toke of some nice green medicine. I believe in a higher power, but I don't like being dragged into too much talk about it.
You know what? The funny thing is I watched
down the river. That's my religion. There it is.
I watched a thing today on the news, and they said, I think it was the Young Turks came out with it today, and they said, which is the bigger asshole right now? Is Trump or is Mitch McConnell? And I think actually both of them are, but that's me.
Well, that's how come Georgia is so damn important.
Yep.
And right now, if the Republicans keep going the way they are, we stand a damn good chance of taking it down there. And that's what we have to do, because if we don't, then we're going to have 4 years of Mitch McConnell again trying to stifle everything that goes up on the Senate floor.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the progress that we want to make is going to be held up. The degree that the Republicans are willing to go.
If I was in charge of that Senate, the first thing I'd look at Mitch McConnell and say, well, you haven't approved any of these things? Guess what?
Well,
you ain't sleeping for a fucking year, because I'm going to tell you right now, you'd be sitting in there looking at every paper till your eyes were blue.
He calculates this shit. It is what he is. He is what he's been since he's got there, since he took that seat. Mitch McConnell is only going to pass what is good. It's like Donnie. He's transactional. It's only what benefits his ass.
That's like my joke I said. How do you like it, Kentucky? Because you just got fucked and you didn't know it.
Hey, I'm curious, guys. I'm curious. Do they still have? Do the Republicans still have their Trump signs and stuff up down there? Because up here they do. It's ridiculous.
They're still there.
It's like,
every time I drive up and down the road, they're there. They're proud of it.
They're going to be there until they're crying when
I don't understand it.
When Biden goes in, they're going to cry and they're going to cry, and they'll probably still keep them up even when Biden is in office.
John.
Yes.
I got a headline for you guys.
What you got?
Former presidents Barack Obama, Jimmy Carter, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton are going to videotape getting their vaccinations to give everybody confidence that they're safe.
So that.
Yeah, because the ex-presidents have to step up and fill the void where this asshole won't. He's too busy trying to plot his freaking pardons and how much money he can steal before he goes out the door to give a shit about anybody in this country. Right in the middle of a pandemic. Mr. No.
They need to give him one with a bazooka right up the ass.
Yeah, right up the butt. It's utterly disgusting. It reminds me tonight at 8 o'clock my time, I think it is. CNN is going to interview Joe Biden and Kamala Harris tonight. They have an interview. It starts at 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm probably going to try to settle in and watch that. Joe is he's going to have to hit the road running. Legs are moving, baby, because the destruction that this man is going to try to do before he goes out the door is astronomical. The damage that he's willing to do to this country. I understand that Joe Biden already asked Dr. Fauci to stay on as head of the coronavirus task force there, in the Biden administration. The problem in the Senate with the relief bill is the Republicans again. Mitch McConnell does not want to.
They want more money so they can give it to everybody else and not us.
And there's still money left from the first program that they haven't spent all of.
Yeah, Donnie got a lot of it.
That's the fight they're trying to have to transfer that money over into a fund that is controlled by Congress and not by the president, to try to hurt Biden in that way. So everything that he's doing, and again, like I said earlier, I read the story today, he's trying to purge career employees out of the government. Get rid of them. You fire enough people, and pretty soon there's nobody to do the work. You have to start hiring more. The only thing I could think of is as soon as Biden comes back in the door, hire the same damn people that were in their plot. It's ridiculous, the damage that he is actually trying to do. And at the same time being called out for it, and he doesn't give a shit. So can we expect anything less? No. We're going to see more and more of this shit as we go by in the next 7 weeks. it's going to be ridiculous. And the damage is going to be long, long lasting. And it's going to be harder to make the corrections we have to if we don't have the Senate. So if you have a few bucks to spend, think about sending it down to John Ossoff or Reverend Warnock in their race down in Georgia, or Act Blue, one of the Democratic Party donation spots there, to try to support this effort down there. And to everybody in Georgia, baby, get out to vote. Donnie, they're screaming about where there's been so many people requested absentee ballots, and they want to look into that. Who's these people? They're people that don't want to die with COVID, and they're people that are doing it the right way. Request your ballot early, get ready.
Like you did, Donnie.
Yeah, just like Donnie did. Shit.
Well, you know what I find interesting, John?
What's that?
This Mr. Perdue does not want to show up for the debate. So what the hell is he trying to hide? But yet,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but there'll be people still going to vote.
Because the reason why he doesn't want to show up for the debate is because at the last debate he was at, he got called out on that shit, and he didn't have a fucking answer.
And he still doesn't. Nope. You're under investigation for insider trading.
That's right.
You know, what answer do you have?
Want to vote for him anyway.
Yeah, and
why would he want to debate?
Loeffler is the same way.
They don't want to talk about that shit.
On their shit because they
don't want to talk about that shit.
They want to come in waving a flag, holding a Bible. Look at me. I'm the Republican. Vote for me.
Look at our president. He'll come out and spew about all this bullshit. And when they go to ask him a question, nope, he turns around, does a 180 and gets the fuck out.
Just like that guy said down in Georgia the other day, as long as people in leadership are not held responsible to call out bullshit when they see it, this shit's going to continue on. And as long as we keep voting them in, it's going to continue on. If you want progressive change in this country, start electing the progressive candidate.
You got to start at the bottom. In every election, and we have them all the time. Your district, your county, your state, they have elections all the time. Be a participant. That's the best thing you can do. Don't let this all ride on one presidential election and think you're going to ride the coattails and just say, well, rest on your laurels and say, well, I voted back in 2020. I ain't got to do it again. No, you have to do it all the time. It's a constant.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Hickenlooper, but I wasn't a fan of Cory Gardner.
Yeah. Well, you have to be involved. Pick a dog in the fight. Even if it's the wrong dog, pick your dog.
Stop voting these fuckers back in.
Yes.
Time and time again, just because their name shows up and use their own. Look, there's enough bullshit out there. Just like they want to use Neera Tanden's tweets from years ago calling out the Republican Party against her now. Yeah, right. Because, their cult leader, Pumpkin Tits, has a fucking really 5-inch thick book full of tweets.
Speaking of cults, Jason Milton just donated $5 to Super Chat and said, John, what do you think about Ron DeSantis refusing to mandate mask wearing in Florida while COVID rages the USA? Republicans is a Trump cult. Exactly. Ron DeSantis is a prime example. A governor that is at the same time California is fixing to shut down the state. Ron DeSantis down there saying no mayor can institute a mask budget, no mask wearing. It's fucking ridiculous. Up in
South Dakota, the governor up in South Dakota, same damn thing is happening there. America's fucking exploding.
It's our freedom.
We had 3,000 people die yesterday. That's as many died in the fucking 9/11.
They're quoting. They're using the words when they're talking about masks. It's my body, my right. Are you shitting me? What's up with the abortion issue then? My body, my right, my choice. What the fuck?
Thank you,
assholes.
Yeah.
One, you can't have both ways. No way.
I mean, Jiminy Christmas, it takes 2 seconds to put a mask over your face. Jesus Christ.
It's ridiculous. It's not about the mask. It's about their defiance.
Right. This is a health issue. This is not politics. They need to get that through their head.
It should not be.
You're right, Johnny Fly. This is a health issue. But you have to understand something. The president for the last 9 months has been making a health issue a political one by just saying the same thing he said yesterday in his little fucking tirade at the tiny desk again. It's a fucking hoax. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. That's all he's been saying.
Hey.
And now you want people to take a vaccine? It's a hoax.
Hey.
Donald Trump is...
How are you?
Pumpkin Tits is pissed off.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here, Leo. Can you?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm hearing you now.
Can you hear?
But
can you hear anybody else?
I can hear you, Leo.
Okay, now I had reached out to Travis because I'm really just here for a few minutes. I happen to be in Facebook jail
again, Leo.
No, this is the very first time.
Oh, I thought you'd been there before. Well, I'm proud of you. How'd you get there?
Well, there was a Trumplican that was in a room talking about we Democrats and how we're traitors, and that when Trump wins this election, because
hold on, let me get a sip of my baby blood here.
Baby's blood. That we're all going to be put out of the country, and apparently you can't say that, oh my God, you are such a fucking Trump cunt idiot without getting in trouble.
Yep, they'll get after you for that. Yeah, you got to be a little bit more polite.
I was trying, but it just didn't work. But hey, that ain't why I'm here.
What's up?
I can't announce it online until tomorrow afternoon. But I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow on Biker Wisdom. That is, for lack of a better word, it's a eulogy for Deborah.
Oh, outstanding!
That's all I'm going to be doing.
Outstanding.
And I've been in contact with her sister quite a little bit, and other people. I've been talking to Andy and the other people that were on the Blue Dot Angel tour. And what I told them, and John, if you would, if there's any particular anecdote or memory that you have from that when she came to visit you, please share it, and I'll be glad to include it.
All right. Deborah was a very, very missed one of our Blue Dot family members. She was an amazing person.
Little teeny tiny hard ass with
teeny tiny
heart of gold.
Fireball.
Yeah. You guys were just and yeah, by the way, the fact that I am makes me no authority whatsoever. Yeah, I think most of you know that I happen to be a Christian pastor.
Yes, I knew that.
And there was in all of this that you guys were talking about, one of the things that kind of keeps getting past a whole lot of the Republicans, and it's a thing that is very important to me, and it's one that when I look at it, I have to go to the Bible and look at it again. And in Mark 12:41, a specific thing from Jesus himself was, and well, I'll just say it. And he sat down opposite the treasury and watched the people putting money into the offering box. A lot of rich people put in large sums, and a poor widow came out and put in 2 small copper coins, which make a penny. And he called his disciples to him and said to them, "Truly I say to you, this poor widow has put in more than all those who are contributing to the offering box. For they all contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything she had, all she had to live on." The other thing that, when they're spouting off like that just kills me is, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but it's in Matthew 6, and it's, but when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. And your Father sees in secret, and he'll reward you. When you pray, you must be not like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners so that they can be seen by others.
Exactly what I was talking about.
It's more about being seen by others than being seen by God.
if they were actually to put their hands on that Bible, open it up, and read the fucking thing, they might have some idea of what the hell they're talking about, but they don't.
I agree with you.
What's that?
Anyway, that was my take on it, and
no, Leo,
I don't have a problem at all with people that don't believe. If you don't, you don't. But I do.
Well,
and I try to
bless your heart for it because like I said, you probably have that piece I was talking about that I don't have. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's
I have
another
a very bad attitude when it comes to religion. When it gets right down to brass tacks, through my life, and it's not a pretty picture
problem.
at the end.
A lot of reasons in the world for that. My spiritual
I'm not a happy camper when I'm standing in front of him.
Well, the person that appointed me as the associate pastor in our church, absolutely wonderful woman, Pastor Alicia Adams Burton, was taught. She went to seminary school in Vanderbilt, and she was talking to me about one of her seminary teachers, and they were just having a conversation over lunch or something, and they were just talking about Christianity and exactly what we're talking about here. And this guy, who was her teacher, we're talking Vanderbilt here. This guy's a real biblical scholar.
Right.
And he just said to her, Christianity would be great if it wasn't for all those damn Christians.
Well, yeah, if it wasn't for all them guys, it'd be fine. I just, I take pause sometimes because it seems to me that no matter what position you take on what issue it is, I find that most people can go to the Bible and find a verse in there that is going to back up their train of thought.
Well, they cherry pick. It's
ambiguous in so many ways.
The whole my body, my choice thing.
Yeah.
They're using it, but when they get right down to it, think about that one for a minute.
Yeah.
When they're talking about it, where they got it from was a woman's right to choose whether or not to have an abortion.
That's where they pound the pavement at it. That's what they say all the time.
How many people are affected by having an abortion? When you really boil it down, 3. You're talking about the mother, the father, and whoever that unborn child, if it's at that point, is. And when you're talking about masks and my body, my choice, how many people are affected?
Thousands.
One person with the disease not using it can infect thousands.
Yes.
It is not. It's not about a choice of their body, their choice. The whole mask wearing thing is nothing but a statement on their political view. I have my freedoms and you can't make me wear a mask. I have a right to my gun and you can't take it away. It's a defiant thing. You can't make me do, instead of doing a patriotic thing, which would be wear the mask to protect the fellow citizens around you, so you care for the whole nation. No, that's not it. It's my personal freedom that they're concerned about. And that goes along with the personal rights of a Christian. It's my religious freedom not to serve you a cake. You're gay. Fuck off.
Leo, do you
close down your store?
Do you remember, Leo? Do you remember the enormous fight there was between the early Christians and apostles about whether or not Gentiles should be allowed into the fold, and circumcision would be Gentiles should not be circumcised, and others who
exactly. But it's the hypocrisy that's involved in all of it. It really is.
It is.
Yeah, I agree fully.
And you can claim to be a Christian all you want, and another verse says that don't hide your light under a bushel. Go out there and proclaim your faith. And I agree with that too. But on the other side of it, don't beat anybody over the fucking head with it.
Yeah. You have a right to your religion. You don't have a right to force anybody else upon your own religion. And that's where I have a problem with these laws that they have, religious freedom laws. Thomas Jefferson himself said the separation between church and state is essential for a free and democratic society. We cannot have a free and fair democratic society.
I'm not sure
if the laws are being made pertaining to religious.
Have I told you guys this?
Huh?
About religious freedom? I feel personally that I'm not free in my religion.
Me neither. I'm not.
I cannot offer a cow on the
because it's fucking illegal.
Jupiter. I cannot offer to Mars. I cannot offer to Venus. because I get arrested.
That's right.
It's animal abuse or something.
You know, you can't go out. You can't go out and cut a goat's throat and hang it over the crowd. You know, you can't do that no more.
No, the funny thing
civilization.
Go figure. I'm a Roman pagan, really a Roman pagan. I believe in the Roman gods, the ancient gods. However, I do not deny that Jesus of Nazareth was a man, was a rabbi, and he existed. Whether he was the Son of God, whether we are all the Son of God, I don't know. I'm agnostic in a way, but I do believe that there is one force which can be translated in either nature or the force from Star Wars or multiple gods or a single god.
Yeah.
But I will not.
Well, I'm not going to go into all of that tonight because honestly, I'll be hitting a lot of that tomorrow. And as a Christian pastor, honestly, a lot of people, when they hear what my beliefs are, they look at me with a little bit of a side glance and then start thinking.
Sure you are. I'm going to go with Just Coggins, who put in the chat, one needs to watch A Pale Blue Dot by Carl Sagan. There I am. When I look at it, the vastness of the universe, I don't think about an all-powerful being. I think, my God. Or, listen to me, my God. I think of the astonishing possibilities there are because if space is infinite. Infinite.
Well, you know what, John?
What's that?
I don't think that it's right for one religion. Like they use this religious liberty. That's the right wing nut job, evangelical. Yeah. They use that as a way to discriminate against other people.
Yes.
That they,
yes. It is Sharia law packaged up with their hatred. You know, it's another way to display their hatred, to let you know that you're not worthy of their service because of their religious beliefs or whatever. That lady up in was it Kentucky or Tennessee with the marriage license shit.
Let me tell you guys something about first century Judea. The Romans, of course,
the guys that started it with the orgies.
The Jewish religion was not super tolerant towards other religions. However, the Romans had no problem with the Jewish priest offering to Yahweh for the well-being of the health of the emperor or whatever. Christians, however, refused to do that. So the reason that Christians were persecuted by the Romans when they started to gain political power was more the fact that they refused to offer for the well-being of the emperor.
Right.
Like, I give, so you give. And not because of the religion itself, because the Romans couldn't care less what the hell you believed, as long as you paid up something.
And Hank, you just said that. Let's back that up a little bit further too, because by the way, to all the Christians that are out there, it also says, and these were his words. This wasn't that. This isn't the stuff that came out later on in the epistles and all of that. His words. Give unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. Yeah. Give unto God that which is God's.
All about the money. There's always a percentage going on. I don't know. The best thing, the best advice I can offer anybody is to live the best life that you can. Whether or not you believe is besides the point in my book. It's the life you lead, that if there is a God and you get there and stand in front of him, you are going to be judged on the life you led.
Yep.
So
exactly.
And if there isn't one, well, you was a nice guy, and everybody will remember you as a nice guy. So either way,
what's that convert?
Live a good life.
Some of my friends are devout Christians. And they really believe in everything that is written in the Bible, not necessarily what the church says, but what is written in the book. And they can laugh whenever I post a meme in which you, for instance, see Jesus in front of St. Peter, and St. Peter is laying on the ground, please heal me.
Or something
and
like
then Jesus says, you shouldn't have drunk so much. I'm not healing you today. And they can laugh about that. A proper Christian can see the humor. Even Jesus had humor. He made jokes. He laughed about things. And why can't some of these militant Christians not laugh about things?
Why is that? Even our own religion, there are so many things in there to laugh about. There really is.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Anyway, guys, I said I was just gonna be here for a minute.
All right,
that's
Leo.
I hope we can watch it
if you get a chance tomorrow, tune in to Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. Leo Sahaki, a member of our Blue Dot family who's been using his voice for a long time, which we appreciate him doing. So if you get
and by God, we won with all of that. We sure as shit won.
We did, baby. We did. And the person that he'll be eulogizing, Deborah Gerlock, was a tremendous part of this family, and she will be missed by a lot of people. And the love that she spread around this family is gonna be around for a long time in people's hearts. So
Amen.
We still miss her.
All right, y'all. I love you a bunch. And I'll talk.
Love you too, brother. Take care of yourself. Indeed.
What's that?
I said, take care of yourself.
Yeah, try to stay out of jail.
Yeah, try to stay out of jail, brother. It's not good for the preacher look anyway. Man. So.
Anyway, I love all of you. Have a good one.
All right, Leo. Take care of yourself.
Good night, Leo.
So, yeah, if you get a chance, check out Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. And we're thinking about thoughts. Check out Buddy Davis, Songs and Thoughts, another Blue Dot family member. Go by and check his site out, too. Grammy-nominated artist that's been in the Blue Dot family and has a tremendous voice. So go by and check him out, too. And while you're out checking stuff out, go over to bluedotintexas.com and check out our webpage where you can find a link to join us on Discord. And you can also find a link in there to help Dominic Pree with his scholarship to go to the Berkeley thing this summer. And so we have a GoFundMe page going on to help Dominic further his education, baby. And I think that's a great thing to do. So y'all go by there and check that out. We want to thank everybody that donated tonight. And we have one more hanging here because I wanted to save it for a little bit. And it's from Tammy Ames, our Nana Lovely, our dear friend up in Elvira, New York, who donated $4 just so she could tell me 11-0. I believe she's talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers because there's a black heart and a gold heart right there. And indeed, she's talking about her Pittsburgh Steelers, who are now 11-0. I think they got a shot at the playoffs. They might make it, if they work hard and try. Shit, are you shitting me? They're on fire, baby. Tammy Ames, congratulations to you and your Steelers, baby. What was you
John,
gonna say?
You know what it is?
I knew that was going to rile you, man. What?
I'm going to tell you what it is. The reason why the Steelers are looking so good right now is because they got one of the easiest damn schedules in the whole league this year.
They're making good advantage of it. Not the easiest. They played the Cowboys, and we almost had them. If it hadn't have been for time and blocked passes. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. No, the Steelers are indeed doing great this season. 11-0. Anybody could brag on that. If I was 11-0 with the Cowboys, I'd be dancing on this table. Y'all be sucking it up too. I'd be throwing
I'm not even going to mention my Broncos.
I'd be throwing it in your face. Nope. What are your Broncos doing? What are they?
Well, let's see. They did the last game without without.
Here we come with the excuses.
They had no.
That's what I do. Well, we're hurt and people are not playing. Anyway, we got.
Hey, John,
I actually think they should have, let the game, go the next week. But no, they went with a wide receiver.
Oh,
the game was total.
I quit watching. I ain't got a shot. Anyway,
John.
Yes.
Are we going to do a family game night tomorrow night for my birthday?
We are doing a family game night tomorrow for Benjamin's birthday, right?
Yeah. Just let me know what time you want to start, Dad, and then I'll be there.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss that. Then
that's what I was saying. It's like, just tell me when so I know when to log in and get everything set up.
Tomorrow is Benjamin Stroud's birthday, Beer and Bud Friday. So get your beer and your bud ready. Put the beer on the ice. Put the bud in the bowl.
He's 140 years old today.
147, I think. Don't cut no years off of him.
Yeah.
I know it.
I know.
But we will. I enjoyed that. We had a game night before. I enjoyed it where a lot of us come in on the Discord channel. Again, go by and check out Discord. Download it. It's easy. To use. You can come in the Blue Room, and then you could also join us for game night.
Yeah, if anybody here has played any of the Jackbox party games, that's what we'll be playing. And if you want to
Jackbox,
so come on in and
it gets quite hilarious when you give options of fill in the blank. You give a sentence and fill in the blank.
I wonder how many times. I wonder how many times we're going to get Trump questions about Trump again.
I don't know, but my wife and I was talking. She said, what I ought to be doing is getting a box and taking some of this stuff down a little at a time and seeing if anybody notices what's missing. She said, because a lot of the Trump stuff, we're going to have to move past Trump. Of course, we're going to be talking about his ass for a while.
You're going to have to start sending up some Biden signs there, John.
Well, there's some things I don't think I'll ever get rid of. I don't think, because I enjoy them too much. Even after he's out of office, I will still enjoy, you stick that up your ass, you asshole, taking my anger out at him. But we have a long way to go. We still have the...
I like your damn it doll in the background when he's against it.
The damn it doll. Vicky kind of liked it, and evidently she liked it a lot. And so there's not a whole lot left of Donnie now. I didn't intend that to happen. I was letting her play with it, and because it was cute, we was taking pictures. And then I had it in that living room, and I was playing with it a little bit. And then I forgot I had put it down there. And the next time we saw it, well, it's not in good shape. Anyway, but it was a proper...
Sounds like you're teaching or
proper
something
demise
there,
for him, if anything. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by. I want to thank our Patreon members. They are truly the ones that save the day every month when Patreon comes around and helps us pay the bills. So we appreciate you tremendously. I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight and visiting. Benjamin Stroud, thank you for coming by. Welcome. Keeping us informed up there in Kansas. And Blue Dot Hank, all the way from the Netherlands, baby. We appreciate the fleet still standing by. Don't let them leave. We might need them yet. And my friend David Robertson up in Chicago now. We appreciate you coming by. Tell Sally we said hello, and make sure that y'all take care of yourselves up there. And Johnny Fly, all the way up in Pennsylvania, brother. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. I enjoy it.
All right. And T.W. Travis, the lone cowboy out in Colorado, and Mork, take care of yourself. We appreciate you being here, brother.
Yep.
There you go. And
where did Bernadette go?
And thank you for reminding me. And we want to thank Bernadette Pre for being here with us, and Biker Leo for stopping by. We appreciate them tremendously, and we appreciate everybody that stopped by and gave us your time. It's a finite thing you have, and we appreciate you spending a little bit with us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope. This Blue Dot family grows because of the love. If there's Christians, it's this Blue Dot family, baby. That's what it is, because they're a caring family, and I appreciate it. Anyway, y'all say goodbye.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Goodbye.
We'll see y'all later. We'll be here tomorrow for Beer and Bud Friday. So put the beer on the ice, put the bud in the bowl, and get ready for it. We can look forward to a nice weekend. Maybe he won't blow up the earth before then. Anyway, tune in, and we'll see y'all later.